What's up, guys? It's The Walrus here, back with another video, and today we'll be rating all of the NFL teams from Elite to Dogwater. Okay, we're starting with football team. I think they're going to be okay. They're not going to be anything like really good. I mean, they have a pretty good defense, but I don't think they're going to be like above average. I mean, they could, but they're probably not a meh. 49ers, I feel like, will also be in that category because now that they have all of their players back from injury, they should be good to at least be okay. They could very easily be back into Super Bowl contention with like how good that team was in Super Bowl 54. Okay, Bears. I don't think they're going to be very good. Just because they don't really know who their quarterback is. They just are like last year, but not as good. The Bengals aren't going to be any better. They still need a year or two to rebuild. They're still not very good. The Bills are elite. They're still very good. Broncos are not very good. I'm going to put them in meh. They could very well be really bad. I feel like they could be up to like okay, like a 8-9 record, I would say at most. Browns are pretty good. I would say the Browns are definitely a good team. They have Baker, they have Odell, they have a strong offense, they have a good defense led by Myles Garrett, and I feel like they're going to be around this. They could probably be elite this year. The Buccaneers are a Super Bowl champion. They're elite. And it's not like they're going to get worse. They have all 22 starters back. Cardinals, I'm going to put in okay. They could very easily be very nice. But they could also be meh with that division that they're playing in. They could be very good, or they could be a huge bust. I'm going to put them right in the middle at an okay right now. The Chargers, I feel like, are going to be pretty good. I mean, Justin Herbert taking over. He was really good last year. He's going to be really good again this year. Everybody's developing. And, yeah. Chiefs are elite with Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. I mean, those three kind of just sell the offense to you. With a good rebuilt offensive line, they're going to be really good again this year. Colts, I don't think anything is going to change. They're still going to be around that very nice place. They're not going to be really good, like elite category, but they're not going to drop down to an okay. Okay, the Cowboys. If they have another bust year this year, then they're probably meh okay-ish. But I mean, with that division, that they could very easily win, just being an average team. But if this is like actually their year, they could probably be up to like very nice. But I'm gonna put them at meh for right now, just from what we saw last season. Then again, they do have Dak back. I'm actually gonna put them in okay. The Dolphins are still very nice. I mean, they're still developing. It's to his year to prove that he should be the starter. If not, then they might need a new QB. But they have all the weapons for him. They have a good defense. I think they're going to be pretty good. Eagles are absolute trash. Falcons are pretty bad. I mean, losing Julio Jones but getting Kyle Pitts. I mean, I'll put them in meh. They could really well be bad. Giants, I feel like, again, Giants, Cowboys, and football team, probably two of them are going to be pretty good, and one of them is just going to be really bad. But I mean, this is the year to show if you're going to be a good team in the future. And I mean, last year it kind of just said that they all suck. Jaguars still are bad, along with the Jets. You can't really argue. These two are still rebuilding. They're probably at most going to have many years. And the Jaguars could, in probably 1 or 2 years, could easily be up here. And in like 3 or 4 years, they could be elite. But for right now, they're not very good. And the Jets are the Jets. Lions aren't going to be very good with Jared Goff taking up all their salary. But they got picks, which is what you would want. There, you don't want to waste any more of Matthew Stafford's prime. Right now, they're bad, but once they get the Jared Goff deal off of them, I feel like, and they're fully rebuilt, they could probably be a pretty good team. Packers are still elite. They're really good. I'm a Vikings fan, and I can admit that the Packers are still going to be pretty good. I'd put them at 14-3 about. Panthers are meh. They're like okay. They're not really good. Like they're with Sam Darnold, I feel like that could really decide whether this team is like okay or really bad. But I'm going to put them at meh. Okay, the Patriots, I'm going to put it okay. They could very easily flop and have a meh year, but I feel like with Bill Belichick being their coach, they could probably be very nice. But for right now, I'm going to put them okay. Okay, the Raiders are okay if they don't absolutely suck at the end of the season again, like they do every year. The Rams are not elite to me right now. I'm going to put them in that very nice category. I would not be surprised if they won the division. But then again, it's a really tough division. So I don't think with their record they could end up in the elite category. Just because they have to face the Cardinals, Seahawks, and 49ers. I just don't think it's going to happen. The Ravens. I'm going to put them in the same category. Very nice is pretty fitting for them. Saints. I'm going to put them there again. With Drew Brees not there is definitely going to hurt them. But I mean, they have 30-30 Jameis Winston. I mean, he's not like the worst quarterback. He's not no Drew Lock. Is what I'm saying. Seahawks I feel like are gonna be elite this year. They're really good if they can if their defense starts to play and Russell Wilson can be good the whole year, they could very easily come out on top on that division by a bit. The Steelers, I'm going to put them in very nice, but they could easily be just an okay team. You saw what happened with Big Ben last 5 weeks. They kind of just flopped and sucked. They could be down. They could probably be elite, but they're not that bad. The Texans are trash. I mean, I'm glad that they have Bill O'Brien out of there, but yeah, Deshaun Watson might not be playing because of legal reasons, and D-Hop got traded a season ago. J.J. Watt is off to Arizona, and so they kind of just lost all of their best players there, and they really don't have much left. And they lost Will Fuller in free agency, so yeah. Titans, I'm going to put high in the very nice category. They're going to be pretty good. And Vikings, I'm going to put the same place. Although they were 7-9 last year, Justin Jefferson is just getting better. They got a new lineman in the first round. They're going to be a pretty good team this year, and this will be a pretty good year. So now that I've placed everybody, I'm going to rate them in their category. So the number one team here, I feel like it's going to be the Chiefs, despite them losing the Super Bowl. They did have the best record, and they would have been 15-1 if it weren't for the Chargers beating them with all their starters out. Number 2, I got to put the Bucs, and then I feel like that's pretty good. Chiefs number 1, Bucs reigning Super Bowl champs. They could easily be number 1 ahead of the Chiefs. The Bills are going to be really good. Packers are still going to be pretty good. But I mean, with Rodgers, he might leave and he might not be as good. I doubt he'll still be the MVP. And the Seahawks are bottom there. Okay, top of the very nice category should be the Browns, Titans, Rams, Dolphins, I feel like. Okay, so number 1, the Titans are going to be really good with Julio Jones. Although they lost some key pieces, they're really just not going to be very good. I mean, not be very good. They're going to be very good. They're just not like elite category, but they're up there. Browns, I wouldn't want to move that. Maybe Dolphins above the Rams. I'm going to put the Ravens up there also. I'm going to put them right about here. I feel like it's suiting. Colts, we know that they're really good, so I'm going to put them right here. I mean, the Saints now have to compete with the Bucs. Not the easiest 2 games ever. And with the loss of Drew Brees, I'm just going to put them down there for right now. Steelers, I feel like is fair. Vikings, I'm going to put up here. Then Chargers. The thing is, I don't know how the Chargers are going to do. They could very well be up here in performance, or they could... Oh, how did I get selected on the Saints? They could very well be up here in performance, or they could probably be down here. So, that's kind of... I'll leave that one alone. Okay. I'm going to put the Patriots at the top of this one, and probably the 49ers, Cardinals, Raiders. Honestly, I personally think probably the Cowboys are going to win the division, so I'm going to put them above the Raiders. And then Giants football team. I think that's pretty fair. Probably Falcons above Broncos, and probably Panthers also. But that's looking pretty good. Dogwater. Worst team's probably going to be the Texans and the Lions. Then Eagles. Yeah. Okay. So those are probably my predictions on where everybody is going to be. If you disagree, don't flame me in the comments, but if the comments, YouTube turns the comments on, then you can drop your opinion. If you're like a diehard Texans fan and you think the Texans are going to be number 1 in the elite, if you somehow think that the Texans are going to be number 1, tell me in the comments all about it. But I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!